Welcome to another episode of Unlicensed Archives, where me, Jill Newton, looks at old advice columns from women to women and just examines how absolutely insane they are. My name is Jill. I'm the host of Unlicensed, the digital advice podcast that answers anonymous advice to women from women every single week. And we're going to get into another advice episode of Unlicensed Archives. Dear Miss Dix, what can a woman do when she has reached the age of 40 and realizes that she is not interesting, charming, or well educated? They're preaching that your life pretty much just ends when you're 40. Your personality vanishes. You look like a troll. I have 7 children. Woo! Damn. That's a lot of kids. Fuck them kids! But with all of them in school, I still have leisure time in which to improve my mind or do something worthwhile. I go to church, sew, and help there. I run a charity affair one day a week. Play bridge sometimes, but I feel that there are so many interesting things to do in this world, and I hate to have lived and not enjoyed any of them. Women in that time period were taught, and even a lot of people today are still taught, that your whole life revolves around your children and your husband and your home. And if your dream is to be a housewife and be with your kids and that be your main focus in life, there is nothing wrong with that. I commend that wholeheartedly. But for people that want something additional outside of that and to feel like their whole life has just been gone because once their kids leave and go off to school, they have nothing more, it makes me really sad. This person wrote back and they said, keep house, take care of your husband and 7 children, and do charity work and church work. Any woman who performs all of those activities should be inquiring the way to a rest cure instead of asking how to find new fields of endeavor. So basically she's like, damn, you're probably exhausted, but do it. I know you're tired as hell. I know you're exhausted. You better get some melatonin at night, girl. Pop a couple melatonin. I don't know what they were taking. When a woman who has been a good and helpful wife to her husband, who has brought up a family of nice children, and who has made a comfortable home, tells me that she wishes she could do some worthwhile work, I never know whether I feel more like bursting into tears or giving her a good shaking. Do not shake that woman, because if you shake her, I'm going to shake you back. Boo.
Mess with me, I'll mess you up.
For it's so irritating that any woman should be so dumb, who you calling dumb Miss Dix, as not to know that the domestic woman who makes a good job of being a wife and bringing up a family is the greatest woman in the world. And being a wife and bringing up a family, you are a badass. There is nothing wrong with that. And I am also tired of society today saying that you should be more than that. If that is what you want to be, if that's what you want to do, that is literally probably the hardest job in the entire world. You absolutely should do that if that's something you want. But if you want something in addition to those things, do it. Absolutely do it. Everything that she said is very valid. Her whole life has been around her family, and now that her kids are getting older, she's thinking to herself, I need to get involved in some other stuff.
Yeah, get into it.
You gotta know what you like outside of your family. Even if that is your main priority, you gotta have something you love out of your family, because one day everybody is gonna be doing their own thing, and you want something that you can call your own as well. And remember that as you are entering into a romantic partnership. If your partner wants you to be a stay-at-home housewife, but you know that you want to get back into the workforce in 4 or 5 years, might need to look into that a little bit more. Get the nanny. Nanny McPhee's coming over. Okay. She got her umbrella. They can fly. I'm having drinks with the girls. I'm like, the kids. Hey girls. Hey girls. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this episode, give me a like. And if you want your advice featured on an episode of Unlicensed, my podcast, head to my website, www.unlicensedpodcast.com, or my Instagram @unlicensedadvice, and we'll get an answer for you.